G'day, my name's E.T. Welcome back to E.T's Collectibles. Those who have subscribed to me, welcome back. Those who haven't, please do. As you all know, as most of you know, I do collectible stuff, which is Powerrangers, Transformers, mystery pins, anything collectible from TV shows or movies. I do that. That's what this channel revolves around. So, yeah. But as you can see in front of me, I will be doing from, I don't know the first name, but I know it's from Ranger or Power Rangers in space, S.P.D the Delta Megazord. I don't know what it's called in Super Sentai. I know it's called Deca O, I think, but I don't know what these are called, the individual ones are called. So yeah, and yeah, I will move these off and get started. Just going to adjust this real quick. Okay, there we go. All that. Okay, so here is Delta Runner 1. And this was piloted by Jack Landers, or played by Brendan J. McLaren. I hope I got that right. But yeah. Now this is a different one to the one I have. The other one I have is kind of gotten the batteries. I stupidly forgot to take out the batteries in this. This does have batteries in it right now for the transformation and everything else. And yeah, but my previous one I forgot to take out the batteries, and as some people know that when you leave batteries in a toy or something like that, the batteries tend to leak. So that's what happened with my previous one. So this is a different one that I bought not too long ago, just so I could get a new one for this Megazord. But yeah, there is a bit of paint scuffing. This is missing a sticker. I don't know if there was a sticker for this, but I don't know if this is the Japanese version of this or not. But yeah, these were on my original one, so I took them off because when I got this, it didn't come with these. So yeah, and these are cool. Pretend that you're lifting them up in a show or something like that. But yeah, I'll turn this on and sorry, hang on. There we go. Sorry, guys. Does roll real well on my desk. Sorry. But yeah. Yeah. As you can see, there's lights coming off the bottom of my fingers, but they'll be for later. So, but that was done. This was driven by Jack. Yeah, and this is this is my favorite series out of all the Disney eras. This one has been my favorite because I loved the season of this and just how it was and all that. Here's Skies, played by I think his name's Chris Voight or Violet. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's Chris something. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but yeah. But here's Delta Runner 2. Every time I've looked online, either one of these are missing for this, so yeah. But or this part and this part is missing because these are the handcuffs, so which I'll be showing you later. Yeah, but yeah, this doesn't light up like how the other one does, but yeah, this was piloted by Sky, and his storyline on this show was absolutely amazing. I loved Sky's storyline and everything. It made me cry, everything. But yeah, that's Sky's. Here's Delta Runner 3. It is is sort of just a courier truck to me, but it does hop. But I did get it with the blaster and the blade for the sword and the blaster. So yeah, but you can also try and get it. I think you gotta click it into here, and then you can do it like in the show, have it shooting out like that. So yeah, but that's kind of cool. Because every time when I've tried to look online, it's either missing the blaster, or the gun, or the sword, not the gun. Sorry, the sword. It is a bit yellowy, as you can see, because when I got it, it was yellowy. So it should be this white that's on the tray here, but it's not. Yeah, but this was piloted by Bridge, one of my favourite S.P.D Rangers, hands down. He made me laugh all the time, just with every time he goes buttery. This was driven by Bridge, played by Matt Austin. I think that's his name. I hope I got that right. But yeah, this one was cool looking. Here's Deltarune 4. Kind of reminds me of a futuristic Jedi fighter. I don't know why, but yeah. But yeah, this was cool to me. Wish these could light up when you click it into the Megazord. But this was piloted by Z Delgado, played by Monica May. Which yeah, I didn't know that the woman who played Claire from Mystic Force was up for the role for Z. Never knew that until a few weeks ago. The design on here these designs are brilliant and all that. The sticker is peeling, so yeah, I do love it how it's like matches their visors. So yeah, I forgot to mention that on the others. That's basically it for that Zord. And here is Deltarune 5. Now I do have one of these, but it is hard to get out because when I got this, this was the only thing in here, and it is hard to get out, so I can't get it out properly. So the only thing this was the only card that I got from it. So yeah, so all I have is just S.P.D for that, the S.P.D symbol. But this was piloted by Sid. I think her name was Sid Drew, or Sydney Drew, played by Lisa Arlisa Pirate. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. Please don't come at me in the comments. But yeah, I do like how you can just go like that and make it look like how it is on the show. And yeah, but I don't have any of the others, so this is just how it is, and it is a bit ruined because I have tried to pull it out multiple times. Yeah. But I will transform these now. I'll transform this into the S.P.D Megazord now. So first, you lift up Bridges. You can pull out these two. Take out these two. If you want to have both the Sonic Sword and Blaster. Take that back in. Then you grab this. I've done that wrong. Oops, there goes one of the. There we go. Got to do that. Pull those down. Do this. Haha. There you have the feet. Now, I'm going to turn this back on. Oops, didn't mean to do that, sorry. But if I can click both of these in, oops. There we go. So if I push the button, there we go, those should be loading up now. Now you grab this, This is for the sword, so I'll show you what the sword looks like. Flip it this way. There you have the sword. I'll just tilt the camera up a bit. So, if you want it to have it, I think you gotta do it like, have that up like that, and then do the exact same thing with this one. Sorry if it's a bit dark. I'm trying my best here. With that. And yeah, make sure that you have, I think, these down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I messed up. I don't know, let me know. But then you have to pull that out. Do that, and then get the sword. Ta-da! There you have the sword. Oh, wrong way. Sorry, wrong way. There we go. Sword's in. Just fix up this camera and push this back. I'll hit the button again. Oh, and yeah, but now I'll take out the sword and put the blaster in. So you can have it firing when you're finished, and then I will just put that down there real quick and take off these handcuffs. There we go. Yeah, so there. So you can either have it like this, so you can put these in like so here, like that, like so, and then I haven't put the. Oh, I mean to drop that. Sorry, but here's this. So there's that. Ta-da. Just gonna put my brightness up. I can't. Sorry if it looks a bit dark. I'm trying my best here, but yeah. But there's the sword with it. Yeah, I get you. Okay, turning that off because that's gonna get annoying for me. But that's basically it for the S.P.D Megazord. But yeah, S.P.D is one of my favorite Disney seasons. It's going by different genres. I have different favorite seasons for each era, like from the Zordon era, from the Disney era, the Neo Saban era, and the Hasbro era. The Disney era this one is my number one favorite Disney era season. Yeah. So yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. Like, comment, subscribe. And I will just take this out and put in the next one. The next Zord I'm doing. The next Zord I'll be doing is none other than the Turbo Megazord. So yeah, like I said, thanks for watching, and power protect you. Peace.